way back in 2007 on my first official trip to the US, I stepped out of the airport and hailed a cab to go to the hotel. I was mesmerized as the cab hit the main road. Orderly traffic, no honking, safe distance, and massive speeds. Interesting. Not too long ago, it was in Singapore. And when I looked around, there was absolute order in everything. The way people walked, the way traffic went, the way things were arranged. Awesome. And in between, in the Irish land, I was mesmerized because meetings would start dot on time. Meetings would end on time. Everything was orderly. It was amazing. And it all kept me wondering, if only I had these in India. If only we were like this. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, the thought kept lingering in my mind, but I went about my daily routine until nature unraveled that key that I was looking for. You see, I was one day in a bout of hunger opening my kitchen cabinet, and there I saw an army of ants sashay down the path, that runway towards that sugary sweet in the dabba. And I looked at the ants, and I'm sure you all would relate to this. You may have seen it in your own places at some point or the other. They go so orderly, one behind the other, in one direction, collect what they want to do, and then proceed on to their ultimate destination. And that provided a key. I then, in my countless hours of mindless browsing, stumbled upon a documentary on YouTube around a swarm of bees. And their lives again revealed something to me, the aha moment, what I was looking for. Discipline. Discipline struck me in my face. When I look back at the US or Singapore or Ireland or anywhere else, there was discipline in everything that people did, in every place that I went to, and basically in the very scheme of things. And I realized that that is something that we are lacking. Now, when I use the word discipline, it has an implicit sense of aversion, at least to me. Because discipline seems like it's enforced, it's imposed. Are you with me?
Yes. Yeah.
We all know we should be disciplined. Yet we know how easy it is to ghuso jara. And so I went deeper into discipline, and I realized that there is more to discipline than imposition and something being forced upon us. See, discipline is that bridge between a goal and the end result. Discipline is that bridge. Discipline, as I understood, is of two types. Enforced discipline. Something that is by definition enforced on us by society, by rules, by governments, by police, by our parents, by our offices, and so on. And it's not a bad thing. Because imagine without that enforced discipline, man being the social animal that he is, or rather man being the antisocial animal that he is, imagine if every one of us did what we wanted to do, when we wanted to do, where we wanted to do, how we wanted to do, and how long we wanted to do. Imagine society in that kind of condition. Heck, I wouldn't be able to speak here. You'd all be jumping around like electrons. And so, enforced discipline is a good thing. But again, enforced kind of put me off until I read further. You see, the second discipline, and the more closer to heart discipline is the self-discipline. Vidya, what are you saying? Boring, same old stuff. Hold on. Self-discipline is just the outer envelope, because what the underlying purpose is self-motivation. You see, if I ask you to get up at 4 o'clock, go for exercises at 5 a.m., come back, have breakfast at 6:30 a.m. and leave for work at 7 a.m., how repeatedly would you be able to do this? One day, 2 day, third day, go to hell. So if you realize, or if you dig deeper and try to understand, why should I get up at 4? Why do I go and exercise at 5? What do I want to achieve? You're actually scratching the surface and trying to understand what motivates you. And believe you in me, if you're able to determine your motivation, self-discipline enables you to sashay down that road towards your goal. So I implore on you, search for what motivates you. Make a pact with yourself that you will take small baby steps to being more disciplined towards that goal and execute on it on a daily basis. Don't try to do all that I said in a day. It won't be possible. Look at sports people. Their motivation is to be in the national games or some famous tournament, etc. And they can't do that if they just say one fine day they get up and say, I want to be world number 1, and try for 3 days and give up. Their passion, their motivation to be world number 1 automatically enables them to get up at 4 a.m. and do all that's required to do. Friends, if only you and I and each one of us are self-disciplined, we would be at a level beyond compare. Now, if only the Toastmaster would come back here.